In this video, I share my latest experiences and progress with walking, as well as discussing pain and swelling and how I handled those. I also share some general reflections on how things are at this stage in the rehab process and some comparisons to the early parts. Finally, and as usual, there are in-depth descriptions of the exercises I'm doing plus demonstrations. Feel free to skip through the video to the parts that appeal to you the most. Timestamps are in the description below. So it's day 114 right now. I've been progressing with exercises, sort of minor leaps and bounds versus periods of just trying the same thing for a while and not really seeing much difference. Depends on the exercise. I've got 5 main exercises at the moment: 50-50 weight double leg heel raises, and trying to go full height on those. Then I've got the 90-10% weight heel raises, and then shifting over onto the right leg, and that's addressing things from the top. So the 50-50 from the bottom, and then the 90-10 from the top. Last time I went to the physio, that was at about 80-20. I thought it was better, but he identified that the right heel was actually a bit lower than the left, so I've been aiming for about 80-20 at the moment. Then I've got the seated calf raises with weight on top, and the other day I got to about 40 kilos with that, so that's one exercise I haven't really been able to film. Then I've got single leg heel raises, so doing 3 sets of 5 to 10 reps, and doing that on the left leg as well to start training up the left Achilles and trying to thicken that up and strengthen it as well to prevent any other injuries. And then single leg balances while leaning forward and aiming to balance on the ball of the foot and get the heel raised up off the ground. Some of those I've seen some improvements that have just kind of come out of nowhere, like the single leg heel raises. Initially they were single leg heel raise attempts, and it was just kind of like a and not really feeling much except a little bit of pressure difference on the heel. And then suddenly one day I started getting, 5 millimeters lifted up off the ground. Then that progressed into actual single leg heel raises. The double leg ones, I can't really feel much of a difference. That one's sort of been gradual, whereas the seated calf raises with adding weight, I'm doing that every 2 days. There's 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And the weight seems to be stacking up relatively quickly. I'm increasing by 2.5 kilos every time. So that's, say, 7.5 kilos a week kind of thing. I've actually run out of weights in the gym here at the apartment complex because the biggest free weights they have are 20 kilo dumbbells. So I haven't thought of a way to do any more than that without the help of someone else or getting a bit risky with what I'm trying to do. So I'll just keep it at 40, I think. But yeah, apart from that, things are going pretty well. Walking has improved a lot. I'm at the point now where just the other day I started feeling like I wasn't even needing to concentrate to walk. A lot of the steps before were sort of, make sure you roll the foot and through and push off with the ball of the foot and the toe. And I'm not really having to think about that so much, and it doesn't hurt as much, and it doesn't feel as weak. The main times that I feel pain are generally after periods of inactivity. So if I haven't been using the calf and the Achilles, then I get up from a chair or get up from bed, and it's definitely sore and stiff and not really warm, a little bit painful. Whereas if I do a set of exercises and then I walk afterwards, it actually feels pretty good, pretty strong most of the time. Sometimes doing the exercises, the Achilles and the rupture zone itself can hurt, but it's one of those things. It hasn't caused me pain afterwards, and the pain and any swelling that I've gotten haven't lasted for a significant period of time. The main test is sort of if the pain remains for 24 hours and the swelling is significant and it remains for 24 hours, then at least as far as I know, that's the indicator that you've gone too far and probably need to rest it up. But thus far, I haven't had anything like that happen to me. The swelling is quite interesting. Sometimes depends on the socks or the shoes that you wear. Like I find with the tubey band or the compression bandage, that actually helps a lot with stopping the swelling in the foot and the ankle. And you can actually see the point where the tubey band has actually acted and prevented the fluid coming down the leg and into the ankle. And there's a definite kind of, you got the stem and then it just kind of comes out, and it's sort of like a, I don't know what the name for that shape is, but that's what it looks like. So it's interesting to see it like that. I think the very first time that happened to me, I had a different pair of socks on that had more of an elastic strap around the top, and that was above the ankle. So I think what happened there is that prevented the fluid from escaping during normal walking. I took the sock off and wasn't wearing the compression bandage, and the foot and the ankle are very swollen. But that, I did a bit of massage and went to bed, and in the morning it was fine. So just the little interesting things that kind of catch you that you don't expect. But overall, rehab's going all right. Still definitely not back to normal, but yeah, life is much better now. It's interesting to remember some of the more difficult moments with rehab, with crutches, with no weight bearing on the right leg, whilst wearing the boot or the cast. And that was just tough. It was pretty difficult to adapt. Probably, not much difference to other people when they go through significant changes in their life, and in this case, a physical change where the things that you do day to day must change significantly because there's no way that you can do them normally or in the way that you used to do them. So thankful that I can stand, thankful that I can shower standing up, thankful that I can drive, not needing the boot at all. These things combined together just make life far more normal than before. Okay, going for 45 seconds on balancing, single leg, ball of the foot, attempting to raise the heel off the ground. And that's 45 seconds. Going for 90-10 heel raises or 80-20. Sort of 80-20 was roughly where physio was saying I was at. And that's 10 reps, 10 seconds each. Going for single leg heel raises, 3 sets, 5 to 10 reps. And the left one for comparison. Okay, second set of 10 reps. And final set of single leg heel raises, 10 reps. 50-50 calf raises, 10 reps, 3 sets. Second set of 50-50 calf raises. And third set of 50-50 calf raises.
If you found this or my other videos helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like or subscribe to the channel. That lets YouTube know that you like the content, and it'll help get this information out there to other Achilles rehab patients. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.